Alright, the first thing you want to do is turn your tires in the opposite direction of the light you're going to change. After you do that, you will see in behind the wheel well this panel right there, and we're going to go ahead and remove that panel by using a quarter and inserting it into those grooves there and giving them a quarter turn until the flat end of that turn wheel matches up with the wheel well component that allows this to be easily removed. So insert your quarter and give it a turn. Like that, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And once those are turned, the panel is just easily removed. You just lift it on out. And here you can kind of see a little bit more what I was talking about. By when you turn that wheel, you match up the flat end on both sides, and that's what allows you to easily remove this panel. And once you do that there, then you expose the housing of your headlight. So let me zoom out a little bit better there. Alright. And now the next thing we're going to do is, we're going to lift up this metal tab here to expose the low beam, which is what we're replacing today. So you push on up on that like that, push it up out of the way, and lift out that piece to expose your light. Now you want to be careful when you do this because you don't want to drop your cover back in behind there. So this is what your cover looks like here. Let's go ahead and take that out, set it off to the side, and then come in here, and here's our electrical plug that plugs directly into the light source, to the bulb. And you want to go ahead and give that a little tug and unplug it from the light bulb itself. You might have to give it a little wiggle, but there you go. Just unplug it. That's attached to the housing, or the the housing of the headlight, so that won't go anywhere. You can let that dangle free. And now, in order to remove the light bulb, we have another little metal hinge right here that we want to get loose, and that's attached by this hook here. You may see it a little bit better. Let me zoom in on it. That's attached right here with this hook, and you're just gonna get in there and kind of tug it off to the side a little bit. See, let me get my thumb on it and push it off to the side. You can see how I just gave it a little push like that. A little push like this here. And then you want to pull that down. You also want to be careful with this too. You can see that it's attached down here at the bottom by inserting into those little grooves there. You don't want to be careful that those don't come out, and that you also drop that down below into the housing. But you can go ahead and push that down like that, get it out of your way. And now your bulb comes out. Now notice, when you pull the bulb out, there's that little metal tab right there that lines up perfectly with the plastic housing assembly of the headlight itself. So when you put in your new bulb, you're going to want to put it in that same way. So go ahead and just grab the plugs there, like that, and pull out your old bulb. To insert the new bulb, I'm going to use a pair of plastic gloves. I've once been told that oil from your skin, if it comes in contact with the actual bulb glass, it could shorten the lifespan of that light bulb. So in addition, I'm going to apply some bulb grease to make plugging it into the socket a little bit easier. They say this also prevents corrosion moisture proofs. That may be true, but in any bulbs I've ever changed, I've never seen any corrosion or moisture problems before. So I'm more of the belief that it's just a little bit easier to plug in the plug into the socket end of the light bulb. So I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to come right back after I get my gloves on, and I'll show you the rest. Alright, I got my gloves on now. I'm going to grab this bulb here, and I'm going to avoid touching it as much as I possibly can, even though I'm wearing the gloves. But again, you can see that metal tab up at the top here. Let's see if I can get a better focus on this. There we go. That metal tab there, and that's going to go at the top again, as shown earlier, within the plastic housing assembly of the headlight itself. But I'm going to go ahead and just grease the tips of the plug here with that bulb grease, and then we're going to insert the bulb into the housing and basically reverse what we just did. Alright, you can see I applied the grease quite liberally there, so no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and put it in to the housing. Let's go ahead and insert this bulb now. It's a little tricky to work at an angle up in here, especially while I'm trying to film this with my iPhone. But I'm going to go ahead and slide it in there very carefully. Okay, even if I just get her in there like that and then I have to adjust it later, that's fine. I'm going to turn it to match up that tab so that it lines up again. Okay, you can see we've got our light bulb back in there now. The metal tab is at the top. And the next thing we're going to do is reapply our hinge, our metal hinge here at the end. You can see that these pieces here that are poking out are going to fit nicely within the rim of the bulb. That's what holds it in place and keeps it from moving around on you. So again, just give her a push. You can see how those are fitting it right into the rim. That's perfect. And then I'm going to push it back up around this hook to get it in place. I might have to use my thumb so that I can get in there like that. Look at that. Perfect. It just fits right in there on that hook. That's all you got to do. Nothing more, nothing less. And now my light bulb is nice and secured. I'm going to take my plug here and insert it on those sockets. Plug it in like that. Push it in. Done deal. Now at this stage, you might want to go ahead and turn on your car and or your headlights and give it a look. Make sure that it comes on before putting your covers back on. I'm going to go ahead and do that now real quick. Make sure everything's working. Alright. So we're going to put on our plastic cover, and you can see here that it has these 2 feet at the bottom, at the base of the cover. And those are going to fit in perfectly right here with these tabs that are sticking out. It's hard to see, but there actually is a hole in the back to which these plug into. So again, you want to be careful that you don't drop it down into your wheel well. That wouldn't be a fun day. So just be careful when you're doing it, and again, work it back in there. Just make sure you keep a hold on it and plug it into those feet. So hard to see, but I'm doing this with one hand here, but there we go. Okay, so I'm going to keep my hand on it just in case, and I'm going to push it up against there, and then I'm going to grab my middle tab, pull it down until it snaps, and there we go. It's in place, good to go. I'm sealed back up. You can see maybe here a little bit better how those feet fit into the base here. So give you a little bit better visual on that. Alright, we're practically done here. The last step is to reinsert our panel, and that's easy peasy. You just go ahead and line her up. Just like that. I'm going to get my quarter and I'm going to turn these wheels, secure it up at the top, and we're done. So I hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching.